It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
You know, football really is a game similar to chess, and there's this cat and mouse game going on between the offensive and defensive coordinators right now. It'll be interesting to see later in the game if the offensive coordinator shows the defense the exact same pre-snap look. The defense will be thinking they're going to the corner route, but then this time the receiver will break to the middle of the field, might catch the defense completely off guard.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The give from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads it left. It's caught. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
To the air on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Wiley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
We got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Bulldogs have it with a first and goal. Snap it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Georgia. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Snagged out of the air.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They're working that left side. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The attempt is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. And you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it. With the catch, it's Riley. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Inside the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO. Not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone. I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. It's complete to the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he can go. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes a connection. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. They're trailing by just 4 to Oregon. Much more on this top 5 matchup should anything change. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Boyd. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the running back has it. Across the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna look downfield again. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Going to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Trying play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Knights look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That ball is live in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got it. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Knights are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Thanks to grab. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Knights!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback floating away from pressure. At the 35, he's open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Looking to throw on first down. Still looking, on the move. On the move, he fires. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive... just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Boyd. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Makes the catch. It's right. Finds a little bit of room, and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Wiley. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Georgia going back to work with another first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Power football with the run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Boyd. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33.
On the ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Georgia! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellows, big update in a top 5 game today. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Oregon. We promise to keep you updated if anything changes in this matchup of 1 versus 2. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Caught in the backfield. It's James. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going for the big play. On target to the left. Hits the crease. The 10. Touchdown, UCF. Once he got some room, it was over.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. That's caught. It's Boyd. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to scramble. That's caught. It's Wiley. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Floating away. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
He might want another play. Wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. Makes the grab. It's Boyd. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Direct snap. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Dances away. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. snagged in the middle. It's Boyd. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. And the running back able to get his hands on him, but what he couldn't do is keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. Quarterback adapting. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up fourth.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That gives him now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter, you're trailing, it's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Red pass, it's complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some...
He makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oregon. No offense, fellas, but I'm going to watch the finish of this top 5 matchup here. You guys do you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker. It is so important to this team.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Finds his man. It's Boyd. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another... And this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
How about the coverage by the defense? It's almost like they knew they were running a curl route, sitting on the route, doing a good job of seeing the quarterback, breaking on the football. This defense is dialed in to no matter what you throw at them.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Reads and fires complete.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. grabbed in the backfield. It's Wiley. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll leave it with the lone back. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole...
Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Now on first down from the 30. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The RPO, fire complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, UCF! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's taking the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Scrambling away. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. At the 45 on his way. And he'll be marked down, but what a play play to come up with that interception.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
The Knights enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Gonna run it. It's James. There he goes. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more, so they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Not sure why they want to throw again. He'll go down, and a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.